Hi, this is Linda Willow Roberts with the Magical Manifesting Show on Spirit Events Directory. How are you all? I wanted to talk first thing about the energy at the moment. It has been some really crazy energy, and I've talked to my spiritual friends, and we've all been having the similar sort of things happen. So I know there's a lot of planets retrograde at the moment. We've finished with the eclipse season. We've had the full moon. But so when the retrogrades happen, it's sort of retrogrades means reverse, even though the planets don't go reverse. They're sort of stationary. So what that actually can do sometimes, it can actually bring the past up. So it changes the timeline. You know, timing's everything. It brings people that I haven't seen in so many years. I'm walking down the street and I'm passing them. So it's all about timing. So old habits start coming up, just different habits and patterns, and just a little bit of the past is coming up. But like I've talked about with psychic friends, it's nothing that's in depth. It's nothing that's really making you dig and going like, what is going on here? It's like little bits and pieces. And I'm sort of thinking, I sort of thought this morning, maybe it's getting me to look and see how far I've come. Maybe it's not because I need to release anything else, and maybe it's okay. And maybe I need to look back and just go, look, I have come a long way. So sometimes when the retrogrades are happening, it gives us really big choices, and we have to actually dig and make choices. But these things that have been coming back from the past are just fleeting moments. So I really don't think it's anything that we need to do, but I really think that it's for us to have a look at how far we've come. Now, that doesn't mean the person that I've seen from my past was a negative aspect of that, but I'm not the same person that I was when I knew that person. So it's about my personal growth, not the growth of moving away from certain people. It's about my personal growth. And the dreams have been so wacky. Like they just are not making any sense at all. And it's the symbology. I can't work out the symbology of them. Some of them have been really, really weird and off the cuff. So probably what I'm saying is don't put too much emphasis on what's going on with the past at the moment and what you're being shown. Just start having a look at how far that you've come. So that's my message for the week. So you know that we're going to use that. This is the manifesting show. So we're going to use I Am the Manifestor Magical Oracle cards. And underneath, you can see Spiritual Events Directory have got where to purchase my book. And she's calling me the Manifesting Queen. And I like that. I like calling myself a Manifesting Queen because I like that I can manifest for myself now. Like I've said before, I've manifested for everybody else all of my life. But now I know that I can manifest for me. And the other exciting thing this week, we're in Leo. I'm a Leo, and I absolutely love being a Leo. I love being out, talking to people, and just I'm courageous, I would call myself. There's a freedom about me. I'm strong and I'm determined. And I do lots of things on my own, and I travel around the world on my own, and people said, doesn't that scare you? I have courage that I never knew that was inside of me. So that's the things that I like about being a Leo. So what we're going to do at the moment, I'm going to pick 3 cards to see what the energy is at the moment, and we'll talk about a few little topics about manifesting, and then a bit later on I'll pull some cards. So let's have a look. So we're asking Spirit, the universe, the creator of all that is, angels, guides, to please release our attachment to everything here so that we're actually getting a card or 3 cards to symbolize how we're manifesting at this point in time. Okay, let's have a look. So what's the story? What's the story, and what are we manifesting at the moment, and where are we on our manifesting journey, and what can we do to help it? This one is raise your vibration. So this is the raise your vibration card. So on the card, you can see that there's a child, and there's an Indian drum and a harp. So how do we raise our vibration, and why do we need to raise our vibration to manifest? We need to raise our vibration to become lighter beings. If you can imagine that what we think, do, and feel is like a little string that's transparent. And so that thought comes out in a little wave, and it goes to exactly what matches it. And therefore, you've acted like a magnet. So you're a magical magnet. Your thought has gone out and attracted that identical fit for that thought, and you've brought it back in. So if we don't raise our vibration to what we want to bring in, we're going to bring in lower vibration stuff. And if that's where you're at your journey, that's okay. So wherever you are at this point in time is okay. But if you're wanting to manifest more in life, you need to make sure that your thoughts, your actions, your surroundings, anything that you're doing, thinking, feeling, or acting, that little invisible sound wave, that's probably what it looks like, is going out to find its perfect fit to bring it back to you. So we raise our vibration. How do we raise our vibration? There's lots of things that we can do. We can sing, we can dance. I have to tell you, I've told everybody else, last Sunday night, I felt like a cat on a hot tin roof. I couldn't sit still. It was like the full moon, like years ago, 25 years ago. If it was a full moon and I was in my Leo, I would be having a bottle of bourbon, I would be having the music up flat out, and I would be dancing around the place like going mad at the full moon, howling at the moon. So I don't do that anymore. My full moons are sort of basically just little ripples now because I've done a lot of work on myself. But Sunday night, and Sunday night wasn't a full moon, I felt like that essence again. Like I could have had a drink. And I wasn't an alcoholic, so I can have a drink. So that wasn't my choice of addictions. But I turned the music up and I was dancing around the house and I was having a lovely time. Anyway, the outside light outside out the back kept coming on. And I thought, I wonder what the bloody hell's going on? So I thought I'd better go and have a look after it. Did it a couple of times. So I've opened the sliding door and I have a terror possum called Russell, and he's named Russell because he's ruined all my plants out the back. Every time I go out there, all I could hear him doing was Russell, Russell, rustling in the leaves. So sometimes he comes with his family and they walk along my fence line. But bugger me dead, I've opened the screen and here they are sitting at my bench table, picnic table, out on my deck, like they're at a bloody concert. And the music was loud, like it was loud inside as well as outside. So here's the possum and his family sitting at the outdoor setting, like I'm just about to bring them a cocktail. And I went, look, this is not a concert, show's over, and they left. So then I put some meditating music on. So it's sort of, an animal appeared and put me back, and I thought, what am I doing? Okay, so then I started to meditate. So sometimes it can be a split-second thing. So I needed to raise my vibration because I was getting into that lower energy. So we can meditate, we can connect with animals, small children. They still lighten your hearts. They still, make you smile and make you laugh. And it is the lightening of your heart. So you need to let out some of the heavy stuff. Go for a walk in nature, all of those sorts of things. So that's why you need to raise your vibration, and that's sometimes how to do it. So just be aware of any signs that come. And so because of the wacky energy this week, I've been meditating more. And there's a few nights I haven't been able to go to sleep, and I'm in there tossing and turning, and I wake up the next morning and the bed looks like I've been having a wrestling match in there, and I'm in there by myself. So I've been listening to Native American Indian flute music, which is what my choice to go to all the time. So if I can't sleep, then I put that on the bed next to me, and that just helps me get into that relaxed mode. So raising our vibration. So that's the first card. Okay, what else? Let's have a look. What's the next card? Let's have a look. Deanna said, manifesting is my thing. Leo here too. 8-8 Lionsgate. I did a post about the Lionsgate. 8-8. I'm 7-8. So my book is called 7/8 of Me. But yeah, 8-8 Lionsgate, I absolutely resonate with. So let's have a look. What's the next card on our weekly journey of manifesting? Gratitude. I love this card. This painting is just awesome. If you could see that, trying to get you to see that. So that's the gratitude card. I don't know how many times I have stood looking at a landscape, a sunset, a sunrise, the ocean, and I've just stood there and I've opened my arms and I've gone, thank you. I am so grateful. And living in a gratitude way of life just helps bring more. It's just you're being grateful for all that there is. It's just loving life sort of thing. But it's really tough when you're having a shitty time. Like the first half of my life was pretty shitty, and this part of my life is really, really good, and I'm so grateful. But in my worst times, I could have been awake crying at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, or just stressed to the max. And I would sit and I would do gratitude lists and pages of them. And even though I wasn't in that mind frame, I would still do pages and pages of gratitude lists like they were affirmations. I am healthy, I am happy, I am free, I am willing to change. Just pages of them. I'm so grateful for what you've given me. I'm so grateful for my gifts. And not just about family and friends and the house and the car and the job. You know, about running water and about carpet on the floor and air conditioning and lights. Because, you know, it was only a couple of generations ago, my grandmother had 13 children with one leg on a dirt floor. And how far that we have moved in this last 100 years is just beyond. You know, if you look back at them in the early 1900s to 2000s, we're talking about they really, really struggled. We don't have to struggle anymore. Our struggle is what we fight against most of the time. And my struggle was against myself. So gratitude is a really, really, really big thing. So I hope, as rotten as you may feel, as whatever's going on in your life at the moment, if you can sit down and do a page of gratitude, you know, even in relationships, you know, why not at the end of the day say to your partner 5 things that you're grateful for? Your children. It's time that we actually started to actually bring that unconditional love in and being grateful for behaviours and things that happen. You know, my daughter had a really yucky day today at school, but I'm so grateful that she has got supportive friends around her. So grateful. Okay, next card. Let's have a look. Tanya Dixon said, so true. Thank you, Tanya. Okay, let's have a look. Share this live feed if you can. If we can share it to other pages, that would be great. There's like light workers and healers. There's Namaste. There's all sorts of different places that we can share this live feed. So let's have a look. The third card to the story of this week. Let's have a look. Ooh. This is the manifesting card, and we got this last week. Now, on the card that you can see the 2 hands there, and they're shuffling and they're manifesting. We got that card last week. So what does manifesting mean in the manifesting cards that we're using? It means that all the work we've done and everything we've put towards it is just there. It's just there. It's just happening. So there's nothing that we need to do at this point in time. It's falling into place. So be grateful for our journeys, be grateful for the lives that we live and the lessons that we've learned to bring us to this point, because now it's all coming together. So they're really, really good cards for this week, and it is a good energy. Just remember that we need to see the things that are coming in from the past, but look and see how far that you've come. I think that's the key message to this retrograde period right at this point in time. Okay, Tanya Dixon said, I've got to back to work, but we'll listen to the rest later if you have a card for me. Okay, we'll have a look. Now, so the thing I want to talk about is, first, before I draw any cards for anybody, is let's have a look or talk about being in the now and how that helps you manifest. Spirit, when we're in control of our own time, and because life gets in the way, Spirit needs some leeway to actually get us to where we need to go, basically. So if we're thinking about the past or thinking about the future and we're not in the now, we miss the synchronicities and the steps to get us there. Now, somebody might suggest that you go along to this course, and you might go to this course with your girlfriends because that's the only thing that you've got to go to at this point in the time, because somebody will look after the kids. Well, I can get to that. Then when you get there, somebody might mention a word that you just don't even register, and you go home and you think of that, and then all of a sudden on Facebook, a post comes up, and then you look that up on the internet, which puts you to somewhere else. That's how it happens. So if you stay in the now, in the present moment, Spirit can actually guide you to those messages and those synchronicities that you need to be on. And it's truly like being on a magic carpet ride. Sometimes I get a little bit impatient and I think I need to do something to get me there. And then there's nothing happening and I'm thinking, I did all that work. Why isn't it getting me there? And then all of a sudden, something will happen and I'll go, oh, it's the time. Now's the time to do that. So you've just got to be in the now, in the present moment, and just make sure that you're available for Spirit and you're given up control enough for those synchronicities to happen. So you have to trust 100% that Spirit are sending you in a particular direction, so for a reason. And even if you can't see that reason at this particular point in time, it doesn't matter. It may have just triggered something with you in you about a month's time, 2 months' time. So that was the thing I wanted to talk about. Okay, so, share this live feed. Now, I'm going to pick some people to do some cards. We're going to do some cards. We're going to have a word from the sponsor, and then we're going to go back and do some more cards. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to pull a couple of cards now. Now we know that we're using the I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards that are on pre-order at the moment because we've sold out. They just went so quickly. So they're you can pre-order them now so they don't sell out again. So let's have a look. So we have Becky Wallace. May I have a card, please? Many blessings to you. Thank you. Okay, Becky, let's have a look. May I have a card for you? So you know that we're doing manifesting cards. So let's have a look. Becky, how can we help Becky manifest for her highest good? So Becky, this is the feng shui card. So on it, you've got the windows, the doors are open, the air's flowing, you've got the yin and the yang, you've got bamboo, you've got gold nuggets. So look, if I could show you in my home, which we're at the moment, do you like my raven? Oh, my raven? I actually got that from Linda Ravenscroft in Glastonbury, and that the crown that she's painted on top of that, I actually brought that about 6 weeks later, which is about this big, and it's over the other side. Everything in my home is feng shui. So there's not, just behind me here, I've got a 32 kilo clear quartz crystal. So when we're talking about feng shui, we're not just talking about decluttering. We're not decluttering just the mind of the body. We're not opening just the doors, Becky, and letting airflow go through. We're talking about placement of things. So placement of our crystals, the use of candles and oils and things like that. Make sure that they're, for you to manifest, that everything is where it needs to be. So you can look up on the Google, it's called a Kua calculator, which is KUA calculator. It's on Google. You put in your date of birth, your year of birth, and it will tell you your best directions to sit in, stand in, sleep in, for love, for health, for money, for work. So if I was you, I would start looking at feng shui ways that you can optimize manifesting and standing in and sitting in your power positions. So I hope that helped you, Becky. Now I'm going to go through and pick some people and some cards to read. If I miss you, I'm sorry. Just keep putting your name there. Make sure that you share this live feed because the names are moving through really, really quick. Katerina Lombardo, hi, beautiful. Can you choose a card for me, please? Thank you, and God bless you. And God bless you too. Okay, Katerina, let's have a look. How can we help you manifest for your highest good? What do you need to work on more? And how can we direct you towards your life for your highest good? Katerina, I think it's more about becoming who you need to be than getting. But the card that I got for you was the protection card. So the protection card is, now we all know that for protection, we can ask Archangel Michael to white light us. That's not enough anymore. It really isn't. We're 5D instant manifestation. We're in a 5D unconditional loving place. What we really need to do, and what you really need to do, Katerina, is bring your energy back into you, because regardless, if we put a white light around us, that's great. And I still get in the car and say to Archangel Michael, white light me there, all the way there and all the way back in the car. I'm not saying not do that, but bring your energy in. So when you're grounding and you're aligning, bring your energy right back into you. Ask Spirit to come in and white light you. I put myself in a box, like a glass box, front, back, side, top, bottom, open to Spirit, because I'm always open to Spirit, but I do have boundaries. But make sure that you're bringing your energy back into you, Katerina. I think it's more about you becoming more who you are. Now, when we're empaths and we're intuitive people, clairaudience, claircognitive, I can never say it, I'm not going to. Our energy goes out and we get up into everybody else's business, and it makes us so tired. It just drains us. So bring your energy right back into you, okay? And I really think that that's going to make a difference for you going out and about. Okay. Oh, Patricia Thomas, may I have a card, please? I always pick Patricia one. I just don't know why. So let's have a card for Patricia. Patricia's on a journey, and I like seeing how it's unfolding. And I like seeing every week, she's been with me from the very beginning, and we did step by step, the steps through manifesting. And I just love seeing, the journey. Oh, Patricia, look, you got the prosperity card. Look at that energy. Okay. That's what the work that you've done has put you in that that bloody light. It put you in that prosperity energy. Okay, look at that. It's the energy around the person I want you to notice rather than the gold. Because you've got rid of some stuff, and because that you've stepped into your own power, that energy is around you. So if you can, do a manifestation, visualization of gold coming in and that energy swirling around you, and can continually keep it going, that's just... Patricia said, thank you, gorgeous. And she said, yes, you're amazing. I don't know about me amazing. You're the one that's manifesting prosperity. And good luck to you, and just sit in that space of that energy, because prosperity to me means freedom. That's the feeling. So we're not after specific things. We're after the feelings that we want to have. And I believe prosperity is an energy. And the feeling that I get from being prosperous is the freedom to do and be whatever I want to be. Okay, let's have a look. Who else have we got? Katerina said, thank you so much. Yes, what you said is true. Let's have a look. Rebecca Knott, I'm just going to pull a card for you. Okay, Rebecca Knott, let's have a look. I'll bring up a card for you. So, I just shot that card out, but we're going to have a break in a minute, so I'm going to get it back. Let's have a look. Oh, new moon, new beginnings. But new moon is also a perfect time for releasing things. It's the dark of the moon. It's the stillness. Nothing's happening. So it's when you can't see the moon. It's just still and it's dark. And it's a perfect place to sit and think about what we need to release and what we can just regurgitate, get out. Okay? This card is saying to you that it's time for something new. It's time to move into a space of new beginnings. But I think that you're actually moving more so. I think that it's more just if you're a snake and you were shedding your skin, that's just about what you're doing. It's like you're just purging the old stuff and it's just all the new stuff's coming in. But work with releasing and forgiving and letting it go to the dark moon. So really, really, really let it go. Yeah, I just feel like there's movement. I just don't think that you're going to stay still, and I think that you're just you're needing new stuff, but you're going to have to move to do it. And I think that can be a little bit scary. So there's a bit of fear and doubt there. So say with me, I release fear and doubt, and I let it go to you, universe, God, you know, and start going with the flow of it. I think that's really, really important. Okay, I've got time for one more quick card before our break. So let's have a look. Emma, Descent would love some guidance. Let's have a look, Emma. Okay, how can we help you? Now, don't forget to share this live feed, and let's have a look. Emma, Descent. Yes, Rebecca, move place, and I think that's what's going to happen at the moment. I think that you need to. Emma would love some guidance. Let's have a look for Emma. Okay, let's have a look. Emma, the addiction card. This has been my friend. It's the addiction card is not a negative card. It can be a friend. If you can see on that, you've got the bloody light. The chains, the hands have been broken apart. You've got Sekhmet on there. You've got Raphael. They are the biggest healers that you could call in. If you want to get rid of an addiction and you call in Sekhmet, make sure that you say, Sekhmet, release this addiction. And that can be from drugs, from alcohol, from gambling, to repeating patterns. It doesn't just mean, all the big ones. It can just be that you're addicted to the same people, the same situations. So if you're going to call in Sekhmet to come in and heal you, you need to ask him to do it in gentle ways. And that's what is so good about the addiction card, because it actually is going to help you. If you get the addiction card, it's something that you need to look at. It's not there for no reason. Anyway, we're going to go to a short break, listen to our sponsor, and I'm going to turn you over to Sarah from Spiritual Events Directory.
Hey everyone. Hi, it's Sarah here. Hang on, I'll just pop that. Hi, it's Sarah here. Thank you, Linda. This is exciting that I get to have this little spot in the middle of your show. That's pretty cool. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Sarah and I own Spiritual Events and Directory. So I just wanted to share this little message to all the amazing business owners out there that might be looking for a platform to advertise their events, services and products. It's really exciting. We're bringing back the publication in December, so that will be running quarterly. It is freely available around Australia. We distribute it to spiritual and wellbeing conferences, expos, fairs. We have a network of over 280,000 people. We've got really affordable rates, and we also do online advertising. We have the online advertising options. So I just wanted to share that with anyone that may be looking to advertise and wanting that more exposure. I'll pop a link in the comments for the media kit. All right, guys, thanks. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks, Linda. Oop, hang on, get you back.
Yeah, I'm back. Thank you, Sarah. It's a wonderful thing that Sarah's doing here on Spiritual Events Directory. She's putting a whole heap of spiritual people, healers, readers, guides, everybody together in the one place, and you can hop on and you get to see shows through the week. So I think that it's pretty cool. So thank you, Sarah, for letting me be a part of it. Okay, let's have a look. We've got Mia Webster. May I have a card, please? Yes, you may. And don't forget, share this live feed. We're popping on. You've got readings all through the week. You've got people coming on and helping you with information and spiritual. So the best thing that you can do for Sarah and myself is share our live feeds. And that's all we're asking from you. So, okay, let's have a look. Mia Webster, may I have a card? So we're using the I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards. So, Mia, let's have a look. How can we help you manifest for your highest good? Isn't that exciting? I used to think that that was just bullshit, words, for my highest good. But when I started getting out of my own way and the highest good stuff started to come in, I kept thinking, oh my God, how can it get any better than this? And it did. And there was more and more and more, and I just love it. And I can't wait to just go outside and do things. Like sometimes when I'm coming home from a trip, I lay on the couch, I chill out, I rest, I recoup and all the rest of it. And then I start getting out and about again, and then all the magic starts again. So Mia, let's have a look. What card can we give you for your highest good? Raise your vibration. Now I'm going to read this because it came out a couple of times tonight. It came out in our general reading for the week. So I'm going to read Raise Your Vibration. Is I'm going to be like, put my glasses on my nose and get into the guidebook. Okay, raising your vibration. And I want to just put, there's an action. So my cards have an upright, a reverse, and an action. But I'm going to read the action. So do things that help you feel lighter and alive. Positive experiences like laughter, singing, dancing, meditation, swimming in the ocean. Take a long bath, sit in nature, go for a walk, and get those endorphins going. In situations when people are draining you, walk away and say, I give back to you that is yours with love and light, and I take back from you that is mine with love and light. Keeping your energy and staying in the now in your mindset will keep the energy for you rather than sending thoughts and your energy off with somebody else. Sometimes when we help people, we leave shards of ourselves with them. When grounding, ask that all of the bits of you return to balance you, mind, body, and soul. Go somewhere you've never been before and let the curious child you once were out and about. The affirmation, Mia, is I open my arms to the universe so that I can connect mind, body, and soul to all that there is as I elevate my vibration for my highest good. So it's really important that we, I said, get the endorphins going. So remember that we're not after dopamine. Dopamine is short-term self-sabotaging quick fixes that always want us to have more. It's the serotonin that we want, okay? So your card was raise your vibration, and that's going to help you manifest what it is that you want because you're going to act as a mirror and a magnet and pull that experience into you rather than the one that you're on at the moment. It's so passionate about that. But anyway, let's have a look. Belinda Todd, any advice for me? Let's have a look, Belinda Todd. There's some serious stuff going on, Belinda, and it's serious. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. Raise your vibration. So, okay, another person with that. So, okay, everybody stop what you're doing. Uncross your arms and your legs. Close your eyes. I want you to breathe in through your nose, into your heart space, out through the mouth. In through your nose, into your heart space, out through your mouth. Now I want you to take a longer breath in. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4, and come back. Raising our vibration helps the world. It helps us, but it also helps everybody around us. So I did a post today about thoughts and connections. So our thoughts, like I said before, thoughts, feelings, actions, ripple out. So whatever we're thinking and whatever stage we're at, we're rippling that out to people that are around us. So we really need to be conscious of how powerful our thoughts and our vibrations are around us. So that's the vibration card. We have had that so many times today, it's not funny. Okay, who's next? Marlene. Is it Marlene? Yes, Marlene. Haliosa? I hope that's how you say it. Sorry, Marlene. Marlene Larson. Let's have a look at the card for you. So share this live feed and we'll have a look. Marlene, what card can help you manifest for your highest good to bring you into the vibration of what you want to attract? This is surroundings, Marlene. So this is another card that's actually showing you that what surrounds you. It's people sitting there around a fire, playing a guitar, dog and children are there, and it's a loving environment and it's peaceful and calm. So whatever is surrounding us is setting our vibration and it ripples out from that. So when I wanted to manifest and I wanted to alter my life, I really had to look what I was around. And I don't want you to do what I did, but there was a stage when I was about 30 that I was telling people basically to piss off because I wanted to alter my life that bad. I didn't want to go down this road anymore. You don't have to do that. I'm like a spiritual dinosaur. I've been doing this for 30, 35 years, okay? There are easier ways to do it now. You know, trying to spiritually develop and grow through the time I did, it was like trying to walk through mud and do it. But now we're in a 5D place. We can actually do it a lot easier. We can actually raise our own vibration, make sure that we're doing what we want to attract, and people just automatically fall away and others come in. So your surroundings are important. What you're putting in and out of your body is important, and what's happening around you and the people that are around you, Marlene. So that's something to look at when you're manifesting. I'm just going to have a quick drink because now I start getting a bit thirsty. Has anybody noticed spiritually, the more that they do things spiritually, the thirstier they get? I get really thirsty when I'm doing spiritual stuff, and I don't like eating before it. I always eat afterwards, and then I get really hungry. I don't know if you wanted to know that or not. Okay, let's have a look. Karen Baker. Can I have a card, please? Let's have a look. Karen Baker. So we're manifesting. I've got the crow behind. Wrong side. Crow behind me. Yeah, there he is. My crow. The raven is always giving me messages, always. Karen Baker, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Letting go. It's a different card, Karen. At least we're not having the same stuff now. This is the letting go card. So if you can see that, I'm going to go that way. There's hands and there's an urn coming down that have wings, and there's a rope with a knot on it on the card. Now, symbolically, and it's blue. So symbolically, letting go doesn't mean letting go of stuff. We have a releasing card for that. Letting go is of what exactly that you're manifesting. So it's not about a person, place, or thing or a job. Manifesting and getting spirit to partner with you is about a feeling. What do you want to feel like? So if you're looking at getting a new partner or a job, you want to start imagining what you want to feel like when you have that. So basically, you're giving over your wishes, your dreams, your hopes, your goals to spirit so that they can wash and transmute them, so that they can give them back to you for your highest good, because they can see everything. So I was a real stubborn person, and I really, really, really tried to force things to work, and you can't make shit into strawberry jam. So basically, I gave everything over to spirit 24/7, all aspects of my life. Please help manifest for my highest good, because I was ignoring them. So this is where you're at the moment, Karen. You're letting go all your wishes, hopes, and dreams to spirit. You're getting them to wash them, cleanse them, transmute them, to come back to be for your highest good, for the best thing that you could possibly do. That is, partnering with spirit is bloody awesome. There's not another way I can say it. It's like they have shown me so much magical stuff in the ordinary. I'll be going along, went go to take a picture, and all of a sudden there's a sun ray just lights it up, and I'm like, whoever's with me go, oh my God, you're arsey. And I went, I just am blessed, because I just go, you just that or something better. Give me whatever you think I deserve, spirit, for my highest good. And it just keeps going like that. And the more I share, the more I share, the better it gets, Karen said, I have always felt I am getting a home. Well, then Karen, and she said, re my home, I have to let it go. Let spirit do whatever they do. That makes absolutely perfect sense. Right, so what you do, Karen, is you start imagining what it would feel like to be in that home. What do you want to feel like? Do you know, here I've given everything, because it's feng shui, but I've given everything a purpose. So all of my crystals, every single one of them has a purpose. They make me feel this, or they do this, or they look after that, or whatever. I've got Sophigo chimes. I've got all sorts of different stuff here, and they've all got a purpose, because I knew exactly what I wanted to feel like in my home. I wanted to feel at peace. I wanted to feel safe. I wanted to feel replenished here. So as soon as I walked through the door, I walked in a couple of weeks ago, and I hadn't been here for about 6 weeks. And I walked in and I went, Jesus, this feels weird. It doesn't even feel like my place. And I sort of said, okay, fix that. And all of a sudden it was like I could feel all this juggling, and they were getting it ready for me. It was just the weirdest feeling. But you start imagining what it would feel like to be in your home. Karen said, mwah, thank you. This message is perfect. I understand it. That's great. I'm glad you do. Teresa would love some manifesting. I need it. Okay. So Teresa, let's say to spirit is helping you manifest for your highest good. So you don't need it, you got it. Okay, so it's as simple as that. You just say, okay, spirit, let's manifest for my highest good. It's that's it. It's that plain. Okay. Let's have a look, Trez. Feelings. So again, this is the aspect that we were talking to Karen about. This is the feelings card. There's a lady on the water and she's floating. There's mermaids, there's sea eagles, there's tortoises, there's dolphin, and a couple of other things. But this card is the feeling of what she feels like when she's floating. So this is where I want you to go in your thinking and to help you with manifesting. I want you to think about what you want to feel like in every way. So how you would start doing that, whenever you're doing something, think to yourself, how is this making me feel? So you start being aware of what situations, people, places make you feel like, okay? And then start thinking about what you want to feel like. So you actually need to mirror what it is that you want to feel like. So if you want to feel like this lady floating along and she's looking so peaceful and feeling peaceful, then you need to do peaceful feeling things. Because whether you believe it or not, you really are a magical magnet. What you say, think, and do goes out and finds the perfect fit and then comes back to you. So it's the feelings that you need to find. It's the feelings that you need to go after, that you need to feel that feeling up. Oh, that's really back to front. But you need to find the feelings that you want to have. You know, sometimes when I ask people what it is they want in their life, they don't know. And they go, oh, bugger if I know. And at stages I was like it, you know, and I didn't know what I was worthy of or what I could have or that I could have goals, or half the time I just didn't think I didn't think that I didn't deserve, but I thought it's just me, I'm not going to get. So I had to change that and I had to start thinking about what it is I want. And the best place is start where whatever you're doing, how does this make me feel? And start thinking about feelings and how you feel. And that's, you know, the beginning of self-love and stuff like that. Karen O'Connor said, how can you stay in the now, prevent your mind from running ahead? Breathing, Karen. You know, that breathing in through your nose, into your heart space, out through your mouth. You do that a couple of times, your mind goes back to still. Now, remember that where your mind goes on a person, place, situation, that's where your energy's going. So I tell a lot of people to stop gossiping and talking about people, because they're actually giving, even if that person's doing something wrong, you know, at work you get somebody's doing something wrong and then they get promoted and you go, how did that happen? Because everybody's thinking about them, sending them all this energy, and it raises their vibration. So you need to keep your energy and your thoughts to yourself to be in the now, because you're keeping your energy to you. That's really important. Patricia said, just breathing in is the best. Yes, you little prosperity person, you. That's so cool. I'm so glad I got that card for you. Diane Radley said, Linda, can I have a card, please? You certainly can. Okay, let's have a look, Diane. So we're using my I'm a Manifestor. Look, on the screen, you can see that to purchase Linda's books, you can see all those sorts of things, and where my website is. It's lindawillowroberts.com. You can find me on my Facebook page, which is I'm a Manifestor Facebook page. So let's have a look. Diane, how can we help you in manifesting for your highest good? Let's have a look, Diane. Oh, I'm not doing this. You're saying that I'm shuffling. You too got the feeling card. So, okay, I'm going to read the book. It's like, if we had bright lights, flashes, we're having two things, raising our vibrations and feelings. And so that's tonight what we've got to talk about. So feelings that I'm going to actually talk about. So we've got feelings. Can you see that? Feelings. Right. Upright, reverse, but I'm talking about the action. Right. In every moment or situation, ask yourself, how is this making me feel? I think I just said that. Start making a list of how you want to feel. Example, I am happy. Now, remember, we've got to put it in the present tense as if it's already happening. Fake it until you make it. I am happy. I am peaceful. I am safe. Then think about what action you can do to make you feel those things. The law of attraction will mirror what we do, think, feel, and bring more of that. The secret to success is acting like you already have those things. I am free. Gives you the feeling of freedom in all things. I am free is my favourite word. It always has been, and I absolutely love it. You could say you want a particular thing, but what happens if you are stressed and worried how that will manifest? You need to manifest from the feelings you want to experience first. That is called living on purpose. Choose to feel alive and excited about your day. Stay present in the moment and experience magical things. Sit looking at this card and feel the freedom of going with the flow of life. Now, the affirmation for this card is, thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to feel wonderful, happy, healthy, loved, and alive every day. And I just love that. So it's finding what you want to feel like. It's really, really important to know what you want to feel like and to do that feeling. I know that we can't do major things. So if like, I can't say to you, first up, feel free, go and fly somewhere on your own. And, you can't do that. You have to take baby steps. I understand that. But what actually the feeling of freedom got me was freedom of time, freedom of money, freedom of situations, freedom of people. It got me, freedom is just this big umbrella and everything basically sits under it. How do we feel free? Look, we go and do something we've never done before. We look at things through childlike eyes. We stay curious. We do something that's for us. I was sitting here thinking the other day, and I thought, why don't I go down to the pool and get into the heated pool? And I didn't do it, but I should have done, because I was just here anyway. So, it can be as simple as that, but try and find things. I paint. That gives me a feeling of freedom. I use resin paint, and it has a flow, and I can move it around the board, and that makes me feel good. I've got my drumming here, my Indian Native American drum, and I drum, and I listen to music, and I do things, and I go places. So, Maya, I gave you a card, darling. It's in the beginning of you, in the beginning for you. So that's how you get your feelings. And believe and trust, I suppose, that it's coming. Kelly Beatty would love a card. Let's have a good look, Kelly. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Kelly, I think that you're a gentle soul. I feel your heart at the moment. I really am feeling like a hurt heart at the moment. Now I look at the card. This is what Spirit's asking. Spirit's asking for you to look at self-love and looking after yourself and nurturing yourself. She's in a hammock reading a book. There's somebody holding the green heart. Green heart is the heart chakra. Self-love, excuse me, is so very important. Self-love is the first step to spiritual development, to manifesting. But Kelly, I could feel that your heart needed it. Your heart needs you at this point in time. And if you could give to yourself like you have given to others, I just want to hold you. I've got my hands on my heart because I'm giving you and sending to you love from anywhere and healing from anywhere that I possibly can at this point in time. And I hope that your heart starts feeling full again, because loving yourself, creating boundaries and putting yourself first and knowing that you deserve your own love is a really big deal. And it was one of the hardest things that I ever had to do was, there was a time that I did some, I'm a theta healer, so I can go in all directions of time. I can do child work and I can do past lives and I can do future stuff. But going back into having a look at me at a particular age, and I was 5, and going up and cuddling that person and putting that person, that little me in my heart, I felt honoured's not the right word. Blessed isn't either. I felt like I deserved to be loved. And I think that that's really important, that when you actually find the strength to start loving yourself and working on that a lot more, that you actually start feeling like, yeah, you did deserve it and you do deserve it. And to give yourself a spiritual hug, I think it's that first step to really feeling like I needed help, and it's tough. It really is tough. And you know, I'm a long way down the track now, and it still brings up that hurt in me. I can feel your heart, darling. So let's all, as a collective of everybody that's on here, let's send her some love, some healing. I'm asking the angels, the creator, to help you, but you've also got to help yourself, darling. We can send everybody to you, but you need to help yourself, and that's the most important thing. Now, I wanted to talk about, so you know that 7/8 of Me, A Tale of a Spiritual Adventurer, my book and my cards are available on lindawillowroberts.com. You can find me at I'm a Manifestor Facebook page. Spiritual Events Directory is a wonderful place to advertise your business. They're here every week. Share their live feeds, be a liker of their page. My Melbourne show on the 11th of August with Clair Hill Coaching is sold out. Everybody who comes to that show gets a free book of 7/8 of Me, A Tale of a Spiritual Adventurer. My show in Launceston still has a few tickets left. That's on the 4th of August. Everybody that books a ticket to that, which is called the Spiritual Psychic Show, which is a Facebook event. So you can find it on Facebook. It's in Launceston, Tasmania on the 4th of August. If you book before the 1st of August, you get a free book as well. So that being said, I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you all. Thank you very much, Sarah, for creating this new way of doing our videos. And Kelly said, thank you. Yes, I have just added more balance and self-love into my life recently. So that was a great affirmation for me. Oh, you have my heart tonight, darling. And we're still all sending you love and light. Thank you very much. This is Linda Willow Roberts on the Manifesting Queen. I just read it on the screen. Thank you very much. Bye.